MGF Customs / reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today we're doing my second LEGO Marvel Superheroes Iron Man 3 set review. And this is the Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. The set number for this one is 76008. The recommended ages are 6 through 12, and it has 91 pieces. Now, this set retails for $19.99 at Toys R Us, and man, that is a big markup, because the actual price for this set, it'll be $12.99 in LEGO stores, Walmarts, Target, and wherever else that isn't Toys R Us. Now, of course, this set is not exactly out yet, and it won't be out until March 7th. If you go to your Toys R Us and you try to get these sets, they're not going to be able to be rung up at the register, and the manager is going to tell you that you're going to have to wait till March 7th, which is unfortunate, but I managed, like I said before, to weave my way around things to get these sets early and review them for you guys. Now, obviously, this is not an Ultimate Showdown. It's honestly, the minifigures are great. The Mandarin variant is not exactly the one I would prefer out of the two. And what I mean by the two, I mean the one that's also included in the Malibu Mansion attack. The Heartbreaker Suit is really cool, and just recently, this picture was revealed of the Heartbreaker Suit. And honestly, I'm really excited because LEGO's representation of this suit, and I don't even know where this suit is going to be in the film, even if it will be in the film at all, but either way, LEGO's representation of the suit in a LEGO figure is great. Definitely makes me love the figure that much more. Now, this is a great set to get Iron Man and the Mandarin, the two main characters of Iron Man 3, but of course this is the Heartbreaker suit and not your average Iron Man suit. And if you want your average Iron Man suit, you're either going to have to wait for the upcoming polybag and or just get the suit in another set, such as the Seaport Battle, which is the next cheapest thing. But if you don't really care, you just want some really sweet minifigures, and you don't really care about the vehicle, then this is definitely the set to go because it is the cheapest. Now, those are my recommendations, and of course I recommend this set because of that awesome Heartbreaker suit. Not so much the Mandarin and his vehicle, but mainly for the Iron Man suit. But anyway, real quick, here's the box. You can see the box art is very nice. You can see that it is relatively a small box. It's not very big at all. You can see the specs for the set right there, which I have already told you. And you can see the Iron Man 3 logo in the corner. You have the actual size reference on the top, and that pretty much portrays the Heartbreaker suit. And then you can see the back of the box here. You've got some comic sound effects right there, in text of course, and of course the other features that are with this set. And then you can see a render of the Iron Man Extremist suit right there, and on the bottom nothing really special. What's kind of cool is that they actually show that the visor can flip up, and come back please. You can see that they actually show on the back that the visor flips up, and kind of cool that they showed such a feature, considering it's not exactly, it's pretty mild compared to the rest of the features on this set. And let's go ahead and move on to the minifigures, and then after that I will give you a look at the set, and then to follow that before we conclude the review, I'll give you a look at the instruction manual. So we're going to begin with the Iron Man Heartbreaker suit. Now, LEGO doesn't actually call it the Heartbreaker suit, but that is what it is. It is the Heartbreaker suit as confirmed by reliable sources, and this pretty much matches the exact same render that I revealed to you in the early portion of this review. But as you can see, the printing on this minifigure is phenomenal. It utilizes the exact same gold and dark red color that we've gotten on all the Iron Man minifigures. But you can see that the printing on the torso is phenomenal. You have a arc reactor, which is finally printed in blue. And as a matter of fact, it has two different shades to it. And there are various little portions on the torso that are actually blue, and it is very, very nice, and just the printing quality is fantastic in terms of detail. And that detail continues down onto the belt and the legs. You can see the leg detail is also very accurate and very nice. And then you can see here is the back. The back also has the same exact blue awesomeness. and really loving when LEGO, you know, puts the blue glowing effect on these Iron Man minifigures. This isn't the first one to have it, but still I'm in love with it, and the detail as well surrounding all of it is just really great. And then you can see this has the same exact mold, Iron Man helmet mold. Obviously, in terms of the public and just, you know, the general public's thought on the helmet, a lot of people don't like it, but I always say this in every review. There was never a second that went by that I wasn't absolutely in love with this helmet, because, I mean, it's a great size. As a matter of fact, it's the same size as the Batman cowl, and it definitely serves its purpose as being the perfect Iron Man helmet, because the mask also folds up, and of course that is detachable. And now that I have it off, here is a look at it. As you can see, it does have its own unique printing, and it has its eyes. I'm just going to put it back on real quick. You can see that its eyes are printed blue, which is awesome and should have been done on previous Iron Man minifigures, but this one is obviously very unique now because its eyes are blue. And then you can see that the mouth area is also printed in silver, which is definitely something you don't see LEGO take the initiative to do very often with Marvel sets. And you can also see there's a little bit of dark red printed right on top of that as well. So very nice printing on this minifigure, and there is a little dark red mark on the top of the mask too. And once again, excellent printing, and the accuracy on this one is phenomenal. Definitely, maybe the best Iron Man minifigure yet. And unfortunately, unlike the Iron Man Mark 42 minifigures, this one has the exact same Tony Stark head that we've received in previous sets. So very basic, very nice, looks just like Robert Downey Jr. Never going to complain about it because it is a very nice head. And then you have an aggressive facial expression as well, showing his teeth, and obviously it's aggressive. So double-sided heads are always loved. But other than that, that's about it for the Heartbreaker suit. And of course, this is what he looks like with his repulsors ignited. So really nothing too new here. And now we have the first official Mandarin minifigure. And the Mandarin is really cool. He's going to be a great villain in Iron Man 3 when the film does actually come out. But it's pretty awesome to see a first ever LEGO Ben Kingsley figure. But anyway, as you can see, the printing on the figure is very nice. I'll give you a look at the torso in just a second. But for now, there's a look at the back of his torso. Pretty nice belt. Got some black slashes to represent, you know, the fact that he's wearing, it's like a robe. Then you have some camouflage on the neck area. You have it's olive green legs. However, unlike the robed variant that we see with the Malibu Mansion Attack, this one does not have these awesome printed legs. So that's kind of unfortunate. But you can see that his arms are like fleshy, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of like, maybe, I don't know, he goes like all Bane mode, you know, breaking backs in some scene in Iron Man 3, who knows. But as you can see, the hairpiece isn't exactly accurate for those of you who pay attention to the trailers in detail. He actually has a hairpiece that's more similar to this. This hairpiece is not included, but if you have one from your own collection and put it on, you'll see that it looks very, very awesome. But unfortunately, LEGO did not use this hairpiece. They instead used this one. But now that it's off, let's take a look at the beard. You know, you have your basic standard classic LEGO beard, but in black. And then you have this brand new printed head. Very nice head. Looks very cool. Looks like it'll be pretty useful in the future as well. And I just very much like the head and both facial expressions. And then you can see the actual torso is very nice, like the front of the torso. You have a very nice belt, very nice detail. You have like a bandana coming down with some camo on it. Really do love the detail on this figure, and I'm loving the detail on all the Iron Man 3 torsos because LEGO just really has been taking notice of detail for these minifigures, and it's always very much appreciated, especially by customizers like myself. Unfortunately, he does have the really crappy Alien Conquest pistol that no one likes. It's inaccurate, stupid, and honestly, it's obviously just a notion that LEGO has put up to try to not promote violence as much as possible, considering these sets are already doing so. But anyway, I would assume that's why LEGO keeps using this pistol, because it doesn't look like your average modern-day pistol. But hey, and what about the those upcoming, like, Western sets? I forgot what they're called, but those all have normal like, revolvers in them. I don't know. LEGO, Lego group and their weirdness. But anyway, alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the set.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing. Okay, so does that mean you're gonna try to kill me with that lawnmower that you just got at Home Depot?
So, like I said, the Mandarin could have been a little bit better, but the Heartbreaker Suit is phenomenal. Now, before we go on to the actual set, which is really just the buggy, we have the extra pieces included, just a few extra studs. This stud and this cylinder are, in case you lose any of the repulsor pieces on Iron Man, and then you'll get an extra blue connector for the turret up here. So, anyway, so obviously the Heartbreaker Suit, you can just have him flying around, attacking the Mandarin, whatever you want to do. So really he doesn't have any features, obviously, but the actual buggy here is a different story, as it is obviously relatively small, and like I said, it's a buggy, and this is, the Mandarin, such an awesome character and such an awesome villain in such a small and wimpy looking vehicle, and I can't really say I like this thing. It's kind of a cool concept, but it's not really that cool, I'm not gonna lie. But either way, the Mandarin does seat inside of it very nicely. There are no control panels or anything. Just you got like your stereotypical Bob the Builder steering wheel, which is kind of lame. But either way, he can use it to drive around and apparently take on the Iron Man in this little piece of crap. And I guess what gives him the advantage is this amazing flamethrower turret, which does actually have some posability to it, and what you're seeing are the limitations for it. It can't go any further than what I am showing you now. So there you go. Now obviously you can see there's a very nice tube piece used here, which is attached to a steering wheel. So that is very nice. This thing can spin 360 degrees if you take the Mandarin out of the cockpit. And putting him back in there, get in there bro, whatever, he's not going to stay. You can see that there are 2 flick-fire missiles right here, and I would assume that this is some sort of flamethrower considering the fire piece, and I guess the flick-fire missiles with the translucent orange cones act as kind of like fire being projected, fire projectiles that go at the Heartbreaker Iron Man. And flicking these flick-fire missiles are kind of annoying because the tube right here kind of makes them hard to access. But let's go ahead and move that out of the shot now. You can see that they do attach very nicely, but like I said, the tube kind of gets in the way and makes it hard to flick them out. Now, the wheels on the bottom, this is kind of what ruins it, is the fact that that the rims are yellow and they looks kind of ridiculous. But honestly, I just really don't like it, the whole vehicle in general, to be quite honest with you. But you can see, like I said, the wheels are pretty lame, not very good at all. You can see that his pistol, his Alien Conquest pistol that I absolutely hate, has a hook right here, and you can attach it right there. So that's at least one plus to this set, is that you don't have an extra pistol just lying around, or you don't have to make the Mandarin hold the disgrace of the weapon. Anyway, so other than that, this thing fell off, but that is attached to a hook now that it's off. Yeah, but other than that, there's not much else to the actual buggy. There really isn't much else to the set in general. So I suppose that this is a good time to give you a look at the instruction manual. The instruction manual is relatively small, not much to it. You can see that you have your basic minifigure build and then the building process. You have an advertisement for the upcoming LEGO Marvel Superheroes video game, which I'm very much anticipating. And then you can see that same exact LEGO Club advertisement, which is very creative and hilarious, and I definitely appreciate LEGO making it unique amongst other advertisements. Then you have your basic piece codes, and not much else. It's really just a 31-page build, so very easy build and just overall simple set for all ages. So that's another reason that I'd have to recommend this set. Now, because the wheels are very nice and roll on really any surface, they'd roll on a carpet pretty easily, but obviously a flat surface is ideal. But for playability, this set is probably really good for younger ages, considering that it is pretty small. Now, that's about it for the set. Pretty much covered everything I'd like to cover. Obviously, it's a very small set, so this review wasn't as long as the previous. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish this up. So that about concludes my review on the Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. And obviously, this is the smallest set, and in terms of value, this set is also really great. Playability, you have the flick fire missiles right here, and the rotatable turret, and the really posable, or not, I wouldn't say posable, just the really responsive and well-designed tires, I suppose, that have always, stuck around in LEGO sets for many years. Work very nicely, and it's just a nice little buggy to have for any LEGO Marvel fan. Now, like I said, in terms of playability, this one is definitely directed more toward the kids. There really isn't much here for a more matured mind. But the Heartbreaker Suit and the Mandarin minifigures are both very nice, and like I said, the Mandarin, not a big fan of this variant, but definitely the Malibu Mansion Attack Mandarin is great. But you can see the Heartbreaker Suit, once again, great minifigure. LEGO, I really hope to see more minifigures like that from you in the future. But other than that, that's about it for this review, guys. And if you could just take a half a second to leave this video a like, it is definitely very useful, very helpful, because it lets me know that you guys like to see these reviews. And so once again, just leave this video a like if you can. It only takes half a second, and it does go a long way. Yeah, so if you also enjoyed the review and found it very informative, I'd like you to leave your opinion in the comment section below if you'd like to. That's also appreciated. But other than that, that's about it for this review. And one other thing, just to clarify one last time, got this at Toys R Us. The actual street date and release date for these sets is March 7th, and you will not be able to get them until then. But other than that, that's about it, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye! On my second LEGO Marvel Superheroes Iron Man 3 review. Wait, what? Damn it.